didn't have anything to share with the world. I'm doing well as an actor. I believe in goodness. पूरा यकीन है कि everybody has the possibility of being good. कुछ चीज़ों के लिए आपको discomfort से जाना ही पड़ता है.
My first shot with every actor in the film, I used to get very nervous. My first thought, I used to be awestruck. It was a lot. It was a big learning, big experience in itself.
फिल्म बहुत बड़ी है. फिल्म बहुत खर्चीली भी है.
मतलब आपको आंखें पीछे भी रखनी है. You have to be so careful. गलती से मेरे अंदर ना वो paranoia हो गया था that it was difficult, but I think I enjoyed that process also.
It has worked.
It did.
I'm proud of it.
Thank you for bringing a film that is so deeply human. And they're not just different. Autism is not just different. Somebody who's autistic is not just different. I think they're God's favorite child.
I agree with you.
Agreed, right? But tell me one thing. Why this film? And why did it take you 20 years to make a film?
I didn't have anything to share with the world. For me, to make a film is telling something that I believe in. I'm doing well as an actor. In fact, reinventing myself. I've done some amazing work in the past, in the last 7-8 years. I, as a director, wanted to say something which sort of reflected in me first and then they reflected in the world. And when I met Tanvi, my niece, on an occasion of my brother's daughter's wedding, and I asked her, Tanvi, what are you looking at? Because she was not participating in the festivities. She said, I'm looking at my world. Then I also realized that I want to make something about goodness. I believe in goodness. I believe in what my father used to say, the easiest thing in the world is to make somebody happy. In the world where we are always made to feel that there is something not nice that is going on. You open a television news, you only hear bad news. Somebody is always trying to tell you somebody is doing better than you. You are made to feel smaller person. So where do you get strength to live happily? And ironically, it comes from an autistic person. Because an autistic person knows nothing except for being good. So, when the story came up to me and me and my writers sat down and wrote it, and it purgated it. It was like a catharsis for 240 people who were on the sets. And if it can give us that feeling, I think it will give the same feeling to, it will tap into the goodness of every human being who will watch the film. Because मुझे पूरा यकीन है कि everybody has the possibility of being good. And I'm not saying it as a philosopher. It has sort of cost us a lot of money, the money which we don't have so far. But still, I think कुछ चीज़ों के लिए आपको discomfort से जाना ही पड़ता है by the kind of belief that you have in certain things. And my belief is that Tanvi the Great and Tanvi is here to make us feel different and to make us feel good about life.
Also, Shubhangi, you know, it won't be wrong to call him the textbook of acting. He has like years and years of experience. And then, of course, you have like a fab cast to work with, you've worked with. This is the perfect dream debut, right?
Yes.
But was it at a time when you were a little overwhelmed or a little scared that everybody is like just so experienced and you're just so new?
Yeah, the thought of it. Yeah. While we are giving the shot, I think before my first shot with every actor in the film, I used to get very nervous because I have seen them in so many roles and they are so versatile and they are so experienced and veterans and people look up to them for acting and skills and everything, and just to like do a scene with them, my first thought, I used to be awestruck. Second to that, starstruck. And then I used to be like, so bolte the, Jago, Utto, what is the name of them? Tanvi the Great. Who are you playing? I said, Tanvi. And then he's like, yeah, being your character, because it's just so, you are just basically seeing what you have always wanted to do. You are seeing all the actors just put it into life, like what they do on screen. I'm getting to experience that in real life. And it was but then when we started getting into rhythm, when we started getting into the zone of it, I think I became the character, and then we all became family, and it was just so much, like while I used to even shoot with everybody, there was so much to take from them, so much that I learned, everything, every small nuances that they did. I think it was a lot. It was a big learning, big experience in itself.
Right now, looking at that was very well said. Right now, also looking at this poster, you will see everybody has kindness in their eyes. And all of them believe in kindness. All of them believe as human beings. I know Arvind, Jackie, Baman, Pallavi ji. I know them for many years. I think they are in the film apart from their brilliant actors, but also they believe in goodness, they believe in kindness. और बहुत अच्छा काम किया सबने. Pallavi Joshi is so good in the film. You will be seeing her after, वो हमेशा विवेक की फिल्मों में ही होती हैं. It is such an amazing feeling to have her, and to have her in the center, and this current actor, Nasser Saab. It's a nice feeling. I felt rich.
So at the same time, we've seen your relationship with everybody in Bollywood, Hollywood. Everybody supports you, loves you. But then, at the same time, you cast a fresh face. Why was that?
Because I wanted people to believe in her story. Otherwise, people would have said, so and so did autistic person's role very well. Like for me, I wanted to translate my story of Saransh into the story of Tanvi, because when I did Saransh, people thought it was somebody, an old man, and they identified with his tragedy, with his strength, which is with his life. Similarly, I wanted people to concentrate on the life of a autistic girl who has no identity except that वो कोई एक्ट्रेस है. अब पता लगा है लोगों को शुभांगी के बारे में, बट जब लोग पर्दे पर देखेंगे तो वो शुभांगी की कोई इमेज नहीं है. आज से 3 साल बाद जब शुभांगी कोई रोल करेगी किसी भी का, तो वो कहेंगे शुभांगी ने रोल अच्छा किया है. अभी सिर्फ सब कुछ तन्वी पर दारमदार करता है. और बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू मेक अ रियल स्टोरी विद अ कैनवस ऑफ बीइंग इट एन एपिक. तो फिल्म बहुत बड़ी है, फिल्म बहुत खर्चीली भी है, बट आई वांट, मेरे 2 ऑस्कर विनर्स हैं फिल्म में. एम कीरामनी साहब का म्यूजिक है, 9 गाने. इट्स अ म्यूजिकल बिकॉज तन्वी सिंग्स. साउंड डिजाइन बाय रसूल पुकुटी. हमारी जो डीओपी है, डायरेक्टर ऑफ फोटोग्राफी, कीको नाकाहारा, वो जापानीज हैं. हमारे कॉस्ट्यूम डिजाइनर कमाल के हैं. तो मैंने जो टेक्नीशियंस लिए अपने साथ, वो A ग्रेड लिए हैं. और मैं न्यू कमर को ही लेना चाहता था, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए. मेरे को बहुत सारे लोगों ने कहा कि आप हमसे, नॉट बिकॉज दे डिडंट, आई बिलीव इन देम एंड दे बिलीव इन मी, बट दे वर प्रोटेक्टिंग मी कि क्यों एक नया न्यू कमर के साथ पिक्चर बना रहा है और इतना पैसा खर्च कर रहा है. कोई एस्टैब्लिश्ड एक्ट्रेस ले ले. बट द फिल्म इज मेड बाय बिलीफ, नॉट विद मनी अलोन.
I'm going to rewind back in time. जब आपने तन्वी द ग्रेट अनाउंस करी और थोड़े स्निपेट्स आप सोशल मीडिया में डाल देते, आई यूज्ड टू फॉलो एवरीथिंग. इनको वो हिडन रखना, how difficult was that, and how difficult was it for you to keep that news to yourself? Because everybody wanted to know who Tanvi was.
आप बताओ आपको कितना डिफिकल्ट था.
So I remember जब मुझे बता दिया गया था that are you okay with not being on social media and not doing any other project, and धीरे धीरे ये भी बता दिया गया था that you won't be allowed to interact with anybody, and जब भी हम लोग सब बाहर जा रहे होंगे, जैसे शूट्स पे जाते तो लोग फोटोज वीडियोस ले रहे होते, they said मतलब आपको आंखें पीछे भी रखनी है, you have to be so careful. गलती से फोटो, तो मेरे अंदर ना वो पैरानोया हो गया था that किसी का भी मैं कैमरा देख लेती थी, मैं छुपने के लिए, मैं हरमन सब, मैं कोई भी सामने खड़ा होता तो मैं उनके पीछे जाके छुप जाती थी, that कहीं से मैं कहीं फोटो में ना. आई हैड टू टेल पीपल कि जो भी फोटोज है, एवरीथिंग, जस्ट व्हेन यू आर एक्टिव यू हैव टू लाइक टेक इट डाउन, ये सब करना पड़ेगा. सो इट वाज डिफिकल्ट, बट आई थिंक आई एंजॉयड दैट प्रोसेस आल्सो बिकॉज़
It did.
She has sat down with Mr. De Niro and watched the film.
Of course.
She had her world premiere in Cannes Film Festival. Because I did not want, हम जैसे आर्मी ऑफिसर्स की, हम because Lansdowne में शूटिंग करते थे, we used to go, they used to invite us for drinks and for food and things like that. So they used to take pictures with everybody except for, we were saying that please, we are not wanting her to take any picture. Because I didn't want somebody to put a picture on Facebook or on social media and say, ये लड़की तन्वी का रोल कर रही है. It has to be presented in a certain manner. That's why हमने जो reveal किया, पहले इसकी back reveal की, ये किया. Also, it's to create a certain kind of mystery. Tanvi is a mysterious girl, apart from mischievous.
Also, when we talk about something as sensitive as autism, so Bollywood, we've mostly seen it being very romanticized or dramatized. Here, it's more on the human level. You can feel the character. You can feel how the person is. Was that a conscious choice to keep it more truthful?
The whole film is truthful. Goodness cannot be invented. It is there. And my Tanvi, my niece, is truthful, is real. वो जो भी रिएक्ट करती है, वो रियल रिएक्ट करती है. और मैं इतने सालों की जो हमारी एक्सपीरियंस होती है, उसको कहीं ना कहीं, मैं बहुत इंटरनेशनल फिल्मों में काम कर चुका हूँ. मैं 3 साल अमेरिका में रहा था. That changed my perspective. I said we need to change this language of Bollywood acting.
Yeah.
मैंने खुद बहुत की है. 540 में से 525 फिल्मों में मैंने वैसी एक्टिंग की है, बट आई एम प्राउड ऑफ इट. In fact, I'm proud of it because we do the most unconvincing things and yet convince 1.4 billion people. But I think it's time to evolve. It's time to reinvent ourselves. We can make a film which is from India for the world. Tanvi the Great is that film. जरूरी नहीं हर फिल्म में हम जो इंडिया में बाहर फेस्टिवल में या बाकी जगह का है वो इंडिया की गरीबी के बारे में हो, इंडिया के प्रथाओं के बारे में. You can make a modern Indian film. Autism is also an international universal issue. जब हमने फिल्म शुरू की थी, you will be surprised that according to WHO, World Health Organization, the ratio was 1 out of 100 children is autistic. When we finished the film, and today it is 1 out of 37 children is autistic. So it's very important to be aware. People who come, so many people came to. We saw the film, in Pune. There was this lady, army officer's daughters. They're both autistic, twins हैं. पर हम उन्होंने कहा कि हमने तो इनको सुपर पावर बना के देखा है. तो वो आइडेंटिफिकेशन करना बहुत जरूरी है. We need to stop looking at people who we call to stop our guilt differently abled. We are differently abled.
True.
We are the people who need to be changing our perspective. I always say that we are in the prison, we are in that zoo. These are the people who are looking at from outside. उनके लिए हम अजीबोगरीब लोग हैं कि कितना झूठ बोलते हैं ये कितना मैनिपुलेट करते हैं ये लोग. बड़े अजीब लोग हैं, ये दुख पहुंचाते हैं दूसरे को. कोई ऑटिज्म का बच्चा या बड़ा किसी को कभी दुख पहुंचा ही नहीं सकता. उसको पता ही नहीं होता दुख पहुंचाना क्या होता है. झूठ बोल ही नहीं सकता, उसको पता ही नहीं होता क्या झूठ बोलना होता है. मैनिपुलेशन. So I think we need to learn to be better human beings and in an entertaining manner. Tanvi is very hilarious. Tanvi makes you laugh. Tanvi will crack you up. Tanvi is naughty, and yet she is this person who is a force to reckon with.
Also, sir, I would bring you. I mean, you're playing a grandfather here to her, but you started the whole cool dad era. You know, like I think all the dads became very cool after watching.
Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. Yeah.
Not just that, I think RSTDM also.
Raina Tere Dil Mein, yes.
And then kahin na kahin Mr. Malhotra.
Yes.
And then we have Tanvi the Great. Will we see something of that streak here in the film?
No, Mr. Colonel Raina is a little serious.
Okay.
Because he has lost his son in the war, and he's playing. You see, that is what the most amazing thing is about army personnel. And I dealt with a lot of people because the shoot was in the army cantonment area. The courage that the army people have is so unbelievably heartwarming and touching. So Colonel Raina doesn't have any sense of humor. She brings humor in him. By that time, also Colonel Raina represents the audience somewhere, because it is through him we get to know what autism is all about. That it's a superpower. The opposite of normal is not abnormal. The opposite of normal is extraordinary.
Shubhangi, who would you choose? Like, would you choose the cool dad or the grandfather, Colonel Raina, who's a little strict? If you would have to. Cool dad.
Yeah.
Of course, cool dad. Everybody, by the way,
Cool
dad, Opochiokoka. By the way, cool dad is my tribute to my father. My father was exactly like this.
Right.
All the names that you took in this list of characters, they're all my father. My father was my best friend.
Then how did Opochiokoka happen?
On the spot, we said, I told Shahrukh, I said, let's do something which people will remember. So I think that's how we came up, and Shahrukh is so brilliant in improvisation. He's so ready to try and work out various things, and it became a cult kind of a thing. Opochi, मुझे तो याद भी नहीं अब क्या बोलता हूँ.
मेरे को पूरा रटा हुआ है.
बताओ.
Opochiokoka, Okuki, Lola.
लो, क्या बात है.
I say this to my dad when I piss him off. तब मैं use करती हूँ.
Yeah. बहुत जरूरी होता है. कुछ चीजें जहन में रह जाती हैं and they become important. हम करते हैं अपने फादर के साथ भी बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसे करते हैं. जब छोटे होते थे तो ऐसे करते हैं ना, Opochiokoka, Lola, उन्होंने, तो वही हमने incorporate कर दिया था.
तो यही choose करें.
She's choosing the cool dad.
The cool dad. Yeah.
And one last fan question, because I'm a big fan of Mr. Malhotra. If would you want Mr. Malhotra and Miss Braganza का एक movie? Would you want? I would want.
Why not?
Of
Yes.
course.
I
But
would love.
मुझे ऐसी feeling है कि at the end of it, Miss Braganza will not choose Mr. Malhotra as her life partner.
Why?
Because Miss Malhotra is too stylish and Mr. Malhotra is too
Adorable.
adorable. Yeah. वाह, जब भी मैं कपिल के शो पे जाता हूँ तो अर्चना मुझे हमेशा वैसी, मैंने कहा छोड़ दो उसको अभी, वो बहुत सारे साल आगे निकल गए. That's part of our psyche.
But Mr. Malhotra तो स्टार बन गए, उनका इमोजी भी आ गया है.
हाँ, इमोजी तो वो सोने
It's
वाला
a
इमोजी तो कमाल ही है, वो तो इतना आता है. But thank you, but watch the film, you will be very happy. It's releasing on
And-
18th of July.
And the president's going to watch it.
Yes, we are very excited because I think president is the epitome of different but no less.
Great.
मतलब कहाँ से आई हैं और आज हमारे देश की सबसे बड़ी गद्दी और सबसे बड़ी जो ओहदा है वो उनका है. I think this is so amazing.
Great. I'm done with my interview, guys. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Bus, please tell your audiences to watch it on 18th of July in the theaters because it's not coming on OTT for a long time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shubhangi.
Thank
Best of
you,
luck.
Durga. Thank
Take
You're a dream.